Go and read my comic, it's free! Hey guys, CharrChan here, and today's video I am drawing my Fursona Alfie and one of my Phasmids. Now, I don't know how many of you remember or have seen that I used to own Phasmids, stick insects. They did die of old age, so I'm kind of sad about it, you know? It's been a few years since they did pass, and you know, it was gonna happen. They don't have long lifespans, but I still really miss them, and I didn't breed them, I didn't continue the colonies. The types that I did have, I had oh my god, I can never pronounce Macleay's Spectre's Latin name. I do write it at the end of this video, you'll see it. But I had Macleay's Spectres and I had Philium philippinicum, which is like the smaller version of the leaf insect. Like there's the ones with the big leaves that I think is called like Philium giganticum or something. I'm not too familiar with the name of that one, but I had the smaller version of that, Philium philippinicum. They're just so cute. Both types I have had. I love them. They were both also parthenogenic species, meaning that they didn't need males to breed. They could just lay an egg and it would hatch. I mean, obviously after quite a few months. But what was interesting is that if they did have a male, like the Macleay Spectres, they do have a male in the species. But if they breed with the male, then the eggs hatch faster. But if they just lay the egg and leave it to parthenogenic hatch, then it takes longer. I think it takes like about 9 months to hatch if it's parthenogenic laid. You know what I mean. I just think that's really interesting. But I did not go ahead and get the eggs to hatch. I don't know, I was just really sad after my stick bugs died and I wasn't sure I could cope with, you know, the cycle of getting really attached to some bugs and then having them die again. And also, you can't keep too many of them in one case. I have 2 enclosures, big enough enclosures for 3 Philium philippinicum and 2 Macleay Spectre, in separate enclosures of course. Macleay Spectres are massive, they are huge! Like, this drawing here is not an exaggeration, they are literally as big as your hand when they're fully grown. But they are harmless, they look spiky and maybe scary to some people, but they physically cannot bite you. Macleay Spectres, they do have spikes, and they will threat posture, which means that they'll curl their tail up and they'll kick their back legs at you because they're spiky. It doesn't hurt, and mine never threat displayed at me. In fact, I only ever had one of my stick bugs drop a leg, and it was one of the Philium philippinicum, and it was one of the other bugs in the enclosure spooked her, and I was obviously in bed when that happened, asleep, because they are nocturnal, mostly. So I came in the next morning and poor Danny Phasmid had dropped a leg. But it did grow back because she was still growing at that time. But yeah, I had the 3 Philium philippinicums were called Danny Phasmid, Frog and Bulbasaur, and my 2 Macleay Spectres were called Ginger and Spike, and I loved them so much. I just love how they feel on your hand as well. Like, if you ever get a chance to hold a Phasmid and you don't think you'll harm it in any way, please do hold a Phasmid. They are so fun to hold. They just like, they wiggle their little legs and it's so cute. Oh, I do miss my Phasmids. Maybe one day I'll get more, but for now I don't really have the space to do so, so we will make do with memories and drawings. And I did also taxidermy them, which, yeah, I do need to get around to framing them though, but, you know, we'll do that when I feel ready. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts and not very nice, so maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one, and bye!